Hello, how are you doing? Barnabas here. Hope you're doing well. As I promised, today I want to speak about visitor's visa. All right. The big question is, can I use my visitor's visa to work in Australia? I'll be answering that. Also, I will be talking about the eligibility. What do you need to have to qualify for visitor's visa? How long does it take to process a visitor's visa, and how much it is? All right, all of this I will discuss today, but please note that I'm not a registered immigration agent. All that I share today is general in nature and should not be taken as a specific professional advice. All right, let's jump straight into it. The purpose of Visitor's Visa 600 is to come and visit friends and family in Australia, and also to come and tour. All right, and it is specifically to visit. All right, so that's what your intent should be when you're applying for visitor's visa. It should not be for any other purposes. It's a visa that is given for between 3 to 12 months. So within this period, when the visa is valid, you're allowed to come and visit Australia. For eligibility, you need about 4 requirements. One, you must prove that you're a genuine visitor. All right, your intention to come to Australia on this visa must be purely to come and visit and not any other thing. Secondly, you will probably be asked to do a health check, okay, basic health check. And then thirdly, you will have to prove that you have financial capability to keep you in Australia for the period that you want to come and visit. All right, so you must prove that you have the funds, for accommodation, for food, upkeep, and everything that will be enough to keep you for the period that you're going to stay in Australia. So one other requirement is they will also check your character. They will do some background checks to find out, your character, your movement, your travel history, and all that stuff. So your character has to be fit for you to qualify for this visitor's visa. And the application is done online. You just need to visit the website, the official immigration website, and then you can do your application online. You really don't need to involve an agent unless you really need help with application online, but you can just do it on your own. Okay, you just need to go to the Department of Home Affairs website and do it online. All right. Of course, another requirement, you will need a passport to travel. So if you haven't processed a valid passport, then you need to have one. And please also note that your passport needs to be valid for the entire period that you'll be visiting. Okay, so you cannot come on a passport that is only 3 months to expire and you're planning to come and stay for 1 year. All right, so your passport needs to be valid for the entire period that you're going to visit Australia. Let me talk more about one requirement, that is the intent of visiting. All right, I say that one big thing that is really key to qualify or to get this visa is you need to be a genuine visitor. All right, so your intention when you're applying for this visa needs to be only to come and visit and go back. So everything is going to rise and fall on this intent. Are you coming to visit? That's all. You will need to prove that. And so I'm just thinking that they will require documents that shows that you're actually coming and going back to your country. And this might include a leave notice. If you're working in your country and you've applied for leave, so you're just having a break, coming to visit and going back. So if you're working, they will know that you actually have a job, so you're coming for vacation and you're just going back. Okay, so leave notice, you will need to provide that you're working, things like family ties, do you have assets back home, things like that. So they just need to prove that you're coming to visit and going back. And also you will need to show that you have financial capability of keeping yourself here for the entire period that you're going to visit. So that might include providing bank statements, providing just information to show that you have some money to keep yourself here. On top top of my head, I'm not sure how much it's needed, but it must cover your accommodation, your transport, your movement in Australia, and your food. Okay? And if you're being hosted by a family or a friend, then probably their financial capability or proof of financial capability will also be handy. Okay, so that you provide the address, so that it shows that they're going to host you, and then you also provide that they're capable of keeping you and hosting you. Out of all the visas, visitors visa takes the shortest time to process, just a couple of days. If all your papers are correct, it takes a couple of days. All right, and also it is the cheapest. Right, if you're applying outside Australia, it will only cost about 195 Australian dollars. If you're applying from within Australia, it's 490 Australian dollars at the moment. So it's the cheapest, and it's also the fastest to process. All right, it's just because it's a temporary visa, right, of between 3 months to 12 months. Now back to my big question. Are you able to come to Australia on a visitor's visa and work? The answer is a big no. And remember that you have to be intending to come and visit only. So you cannot work on visitor's visa. All right? So 2 things that are key to prove when you're applying for this visa is that you're able to keep yourself in Australia, so financial capability, and then also that you're going to prove that your intention is to come and visit. Those 2 things are really key. I'm not saying that others are not, but I think for me, these 2 are really, really important. All right, that's all I had for you today. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Till next time, my name is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye, and God bless you.